Oh, when Courtney walked through that front door and she had the sonogram in her hand, and she said, "Oh, Nana, Nana, you've got to see this." The excitement in her face. And I just immediately felt love, just love. I could not wait because I wanted a grandbaby so bad. And I felt so blessed to be a great grandmother that could be active in their life. And then when during the hospital, and I remember that call in wee hours of the morning, coming up there, and then when I got to come into the room, and you'll let me hold her first. After you handed her to me, and your heart overflows. I just don't know how to explain it other than you just feel like you're just on top of the world. And then I couldn't wait for him to get her home. And I remember Phil when we were in the hospital, and he had changed her diaper. And he said, "Nana, come here. Is this how you do it?" And I said, "Yes, you did a good job." And then they went home. Well, they got really tired of me because I didn't want to stay away. And one of the times that I went over there and they were going somewhere, and I said, "Well, don't y'all put a hat on them?" And Miss Courtney gave me that look of like, we're learning here. So those are my first impressions. There's just not words to describe how you feel. You love your own children, they're just a miracle. You love your grandchildren. But I think to be in that place of being a great grandmother, I felt so honored. So honored. And they just shared Miss Lila with me. And I just loved rocking her, for hours at a time, cuddling and letting her sleep on me. And then I was just as excited when Violet came along. It's just all over again. Although I didn't get to go to Violet's when she was born because I had shingles and they wouldn't let me go. And I had to wait 2 weeks. And that's just like cutting off a part of your body, that you don't get to see your grandbaby. And then I got to keep Violet most of the time when she was small while Courtney was working. And we had some fun times. And we'd play, And both girls were so different. And I look back at photographs of them. And then came Evie, and I was there the night Evie was born. And it was the same thing. That love just keeps expanding. You don't know how you have that much love, but it does. And enjoyed her, got to come home, really enjoyed her when she came home because everybody was more relaxed with her, And I had learned to keep my mouth shut on how to raise her. But, when I think of Lila, I had an umbrella that was pink. And I was in the chair and she'd get up on the footstool. And she'd undo that umbrella. And she would sit there and she'd twirl it. And she'd sing "Mary Has a Little Lamb." We did all kind of things with that umbrella. And that's just something that has stuck with me that was so sweet. And now I look at her, and she has become such a sweet, loving little girl. She's so polite that I love her even more. And for Violet, she's so different, so very different. She keeps me laughing constantly. She's always into something. I love her questions. Why? Why this, Nana? Why that? And she'll go looking through the house and she'll see the picture of my husband and me, and all my kids called him Papa. Well, she has a Papa. So I said, you call him Granddaddy. And so she'll say, she'll go back through, she'll say, now, what was his name? And I'll say, well, that's Granddaddy. And we'll laugh about it. And she's just always been very lovable with me. And Eddie has captured me now, those blue eyes, and the way she gives me her little kisses and hollers Nana when she sees me. And I don't know, I'll always have a mark of Evie where she grabbed my arm. So I call that my Evie mark. And I want them to grow up. If this is later on or when they're old enough to understand that I'm always going to be watching over them. I can't help but cry. I want them to have God in their life forever. And to know that I'm in heaven and I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm with their little brother. I can see Morgan playing and chasing squirrels. And I can see my husband, their granddaddy. And that's where I want them to look forward in the future to getting to come, where we can all be together again. I'm just going to be like a little angel watching over them. And I always want them to remember that I'll always be with them in their heart, not in person, but in their heart, because I love those three girls more than life itself. And Courtney, I don't know what to say to you other than I love you. And I know you're going to hurt, but don't be sad, because I'm going to such a good place. And you've been such a great mother, and I'm so proud of you and Phil and what you've done with those children and how they brought them up in church. I love them all. I love you all dearly.